In Genoa City, the week ahead is shaping up to be one of the most emotionally charged and tension-filled stretches in recent memory, as old family grievances resurface, unexpected rebounds take shape, and secrets threaten to rip relationships apart. It begins with Jill Abbott's return, and when Jill comes back, she never does it quietly. The Abbott family has been spinning out of control with rivalries, betrayals, and questionable decisions, and Jill decides it's time for someone to step in and restore order. She has never been one to mince words or let bad behavior slide, so when she sees Billy and Kane entangled in messy schemes and poor choices, she unleashes her fury. Her spanking the boys, as it's being described, isn't literal of course, but it captures the energy of a mother figure laying down the law, putting them in their place and forcing them to take responsibility for the chaos they've caused. Billy, who is already struggling under the weight of mistakes and the nagging guilt of bad decisions, is pushed even further into a corner by Jill's sharp words. He wants to prove himself, but Jill reminds him that his reckless behavior doesn't just affect him, it taints the entire Abbott name. Kane, too, feels the sting of her reprimand, as Jill makes it clear that she won't tolerate his manipulations or his willingness to exploit situations for his own gain. Jill's return doesn't just shake them, it reignites the ever-present Abbott family drama, where legacies, loyalty, and power collide in ways that threaten to rip the family apart from the inside. At the same time, another story is quietly but intensely unraveling on the romantic front. Claire Grace Newman has been trying to steady herself after heartbreak and complicated entanglements, but her situation with Kyle Abbott becomes the centerpiece of turmoil. Kyle, torn between his attraction to Claire and his unresolved history with Summer, has made Claire feel uncertain about her place in his life. Claire, however, isn't the kind of woman to stand in anyone's shadow for long. She begins to shift her energy, seeking comfort and stability elsewhere, and rumors swirl that Holden Novak could be the one she starts to gravitate toward. The idea of Claire rebounding isn't just about her moving on, it's about her refusing to settle for less than she deserves. And while she takes steps forward, Kyle is left reeling, realizing too late that his inability to commit has cost him something real. Adding fuel to the fire is Audra Charles, who has never been shy about twisting the knife when someone else is down. She confronts Kyle in brutal fashion, mocking him for losing Claire and rubbing in the possibility that she may find happiness with Holden. For Kyle, it's humiliation layered on top of heartbreak, and it pushes him further into emotional turmoil. His pain is compounded by his responsibilities as a father and his struggles within the Abbott family business, leaving him caught between duty and desire with no clear way out. Meanwhile, Michael Baldwin finds himself at the center of suspicion. For weeks he has been holding back a secret, something that could threaten not only his reputation but also the fragile stability of his marriage to Lauren. Lauren senses the distance and the hidden truth, and her pressure begins to mount until Michael can no longer keep everything buried. The confession that seems inevitable could shake their marriage and expose deeper connections to the shady dealings of Kane, Billy, and others. It isn't just about personal betrayal, it's about the kind of secrets that have dangerous ripple effects in Genoa City. As all of this unfolds, the business world simmers with its own brand of conflict. Kane's obsession with artificial intelligence as a way to gain an edge puts Jabot at risk, and Jack Abbott finds himself increasingly concerned that what Kane is pushing could turn into a disaster. The threat of betrayal from within looms over Jabot, and Jill's presence only highlights how precarious the balance of power really is. Old wounds between brothers resurface, alliances are questioned, and the company once again becomes the battlefield where personal grudges are played out under the guise of business strategy. The week is therefore one of both personal heartbreak and corporate warfare. Jill storms back in to remind everyone of accountability, Claire steps boldly into a rebound that could redefine her future, Kyle finds himself heartbroken and humiliated, Audra stirs the pot with her cruel commentary, Michael faces the pressure of truth and confession, and Jabot trembles under the weight of secrets, ambition, and betrayal. Every storyline is intertwined, every move made in one corner of Genoa City spilling over into another, and by the end of the week nothing will feel stable.